yo, you know what? When I touch down, I'm gonna call you. Be ready. 2 months later, I got a phone call. He's like, yo, just stepped off the plane, so I was gonna call you. I was in Philly. He was like, meet me in Brooklyn, JFK. I ain't never get to New York so fast in my life, man. And from that day on, he was just like, you ready. I seen the growth. I checked your MySpace page. I seen your Facebook. I seen this, that, and the third. I heard the new stuff that was sent over from the label. You know, not naming the label. But you know what I'm saying? So once he got here, it just took off, man. I started working on my debut album, which was Valley of Kings. And it was just like at that point in time, working on that, a lot of things was able to happen. Like I got to work with Chubb Rock. Wow. You know what I'm saying? For all the hip hop heads who know who Chubb Rock is, you know what I mean? Treat them right. You know what I mean? I got to work with Sadat X. Wow. You know, like, so these like I got to work with people who really influenced me into hip hop. Remember doing some shows out here in the Arts Garage and everything. And, you know, sometimes I forget that I'm a part of something big, and Capone from Capone and Noriega come pop up at my party. Wow. Yeah. That's cool. Then we go out to Queens right after that, because it was my birthday. And unexpectedly, you got Michael Coyer, Showboat from House Party. He was like, yo, Priest, happy birthday. I'm like, yo, wait, time out. I'm just watching you. But I mean, like, let me say, like, even to the day, man, like, certain things just happen, you know what I'm saying, within a Wu-Tang situation and within life in the industry. Certain things happen, and, you know, my man 90 here with me, he'll tell you, I'm humble, and I'm humbled by experience, man, because the type of people I get to meet and work with and want to work with me, I probably in my life would never think. Like I didn't open up. I co-headlined the show about like 3 weeks ago with Kool G Rap. Wow. And like, yo, the crazy thing, like, you know what I mean, and again, hip hop. I'm talking hip hop. I ain't talking rap, man. Everybody know who Kool G Rap is, man. That one, it was a stamp for me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And the crazy thing about it, man, I got a phone call one day right before the show. Cause all I was like, I'm doing a show with Kool G Rap. He don't know who I am, but I know who he is. Right. Cool. My phone ring. I'm on three-way. It's Kool G Rap. I'm like, wow. He's like, man, you know, I was talking to such and such about you. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? Like, I've been peeping you for years. You know, like I had conversation with him on Facebook before, trying to get him an album. He was like, yeah, man, 2,500. I said, look, I got 6 kids, bro. I can't do it. Right. But now, but you know what though? It sometimes people just shout out numbers to see where you at, how serious about your grind is. Yeah. I was serious about it. Just was serious about giving that bread up. So, you know, like I said, man, like, you know, there's just some people that I work with. I actually, one of my favorite rappers is Killah Priest. And I know our names sound the same. No, I didn't get him from him. For all the Wu-Tang people listening right now, that Priest was actually my nickname by my grandmother. I'm an Israelite, so Tribe of Judah. There it is. You put the two together, you got it. Right. But it was crazy because we just did a record with Capadonna and Killah Priest. Okay. You know, there's some people that I wanted to work with. I actually just completed a couple songs for the new Gravediggers album. You know, I'm still taking it back for y'all. Yeah.
Well, you saying names to us, we know. We sitting there like, wow.
It's like, and like this is the stuff that just comes out of the natural. I could just be sitting home doing nothing, playing PlayStation, chasing them around. Right. You know, it's 6 of them, so I got occupied time. Right. So when certain things happen and people are like, yo, I want to work with you, I'll be like. But it goes back to a conversation from that label, which should not be named. One of the advice that they gave me, just really taking the Wu-Tang stuff seriously. Don't chase them, let them chase you. I ain't understand it before, but I understand it now, man. And like I said, it's just been a smooth ride, man. Like I really think the Most High, I mean, just for the opportunities and blessings that I've received in the industry.
Yeah. Let me ask you a question. How do you, I have a couple questions, but how do you remain humble? Because me knowing you and having known you for a long time, right. But the minute we met, we bonded, how do you remain humble and because you're not an arrogant guy at all, you are kind to people, I was at the event at Status and saw how you interacted, the love you get. because of that? How do you keep yourself from getting a big head? Is what
I mean,
I'm trying to ask you.
at the end of the day, being a firm believer in the Most High, you know what I'm saying? Christ was Christ. He was the Messiah. So when he spoke to the people, you know what I'm saying? He didn't speak in an arrogant way. He didn't come off in an arrogant way. So who am I as a man? If being of the flesh, how can I be that way towards people? That's just first and foremost. Second, respect is received, respect when respect is given. You know what I'm saying? I respect everybody. There's maybe except that one dude that was blasted off on Facebook like last week. But he lied on me. That's a different story. I don't like being lied on.
I can dig it.
But
You do go in on people's own.
again, I respect everybody. So when I give respect, I respect back.
Absolutely.
Because again, what I'm saying, to be in this industry for so long, I've been in this industry since I was 14, 15. You know what I'm saying? In order for you to really have a permanent place in this industry, you have to be professional. I said it at the beginning. You have to be respectable, and you can't really be big-headed, man, because at the end of the day, I do this for not only my family and for myself, but I do it for the people that I make the music for. So,
Okay.
excuse me. So, in return, if I'm just coming off on an arrogant way, people's not going to receive me. You know what I'm saying? I want everything that I do to be received well. You know what I'm saying? And when people sit and talk about me, a lot of people always ask, what is the legacy that once I shall perish, what is the legacy that I want to leave? That he was a humble individual, that he wasn't worrying about giving back to the community. You know what I'm saying? That he was actually sitting here for the people. He was a voice for the people. That's my legacy.
Okay. All right.
Cool. We can go to a mix. I know you've been talking since you sit there. We're gonna go to a mix.
Well, I do
After
talk.
we come back, we're gonna play one of the songs in the beginning of the mix that we hooked up. But real quick before we play the mix, I definitely want to piggyback off of what you said, because everybody that I spoke to said nothing but good things about you. They said he's down to earth. So what you're doing is working. I just wanted to share that with you.
Appreciate it.
But we would definitely be right back here on Open Conversation with Judah the Priest, Mr. Fastlane, that girl Liz, Divine behind the board, and we got a nice studio in here on Heat 100 Radio.